let's cover how to stay motivated. Gina, do you have anything to add to that you want to start with on that?
Motivation. So, what is motivation? So, motivation, people seem to feel like is more external, but I think it happens to do with more of an internal thing. So, where does your commitment lie, or is there a dedication to something?
Yeah, I think those are all great points. I would definitely have to agree with that. Personally, I I'm not a big fan of daily motivational quotes, stuff like that, because I just feel that if that's what you need to motivate yourself to get going, like, what are you really doing with yourself? Did you not come across enough of or a big enough of what some people call it a hot button, a red button, to get going on whatever it is that you need to be motivated to do?
Well, it's kind of like that typical, like, January 1st, let's hit the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose 30 pounds. And then 3 weeks later, people aren't seeing the results they want, right? So they just fall off and they quit.
Yes.
So where is that quote unquote motivation really coming from? Are they dedicated to themselves? Do they have that self-integrity, right? Are they being honest with themselves? Are they making themselves a priority? How bad do they want it? Just as much as we can be dedicated to sitting on the couch and eating the Cheetos and, eating that tub of ice cream, or, what's the word? Binge watching those Netflix, right? There's that self-integrity, right? That honesty with themselves. Like, okay, 3 days a week I'm gonna hit the gym, or 3 days a week I'm gonna go out and run, or you know what? I want to lose that 20 pounds by April 1st, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So where is it coming from? It's got to come from inside.
Honestly, I think if you're starting to lose motivation, I mean, yeah, it happens to everybody. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's on all the time. But in reality, you just need to remind yourself why you started. So like, let's say, you're asking how to stay motivated when it comes to working out, being consistent with your attendance and your effort. Just ask yourself, why did I even start this in the first place? Was I forced to come here? Like, did somebody make me come to the gym? Or, did something happen in my life where, I bent over to pick up my kids one day and I couldn't lift my 40-pound toddler, Or was it I was tired of climbing 2 flights of stairs and needing a nap afterwards because I exerted so much energy and I'm just such a fat piece of shit, I just ask yourself those questions. Why did you start? Why did you decide to make the change? Everybody needs it every now and then, but that comes from inside, like you said before.
That's that dedication to do anything. So that dedication. So say every Sunday, if you have a religious family or religious people, well, every Sunday at 10 o'clock we get up and go to church, and every Sunday after church, at 11:30 we go have breakfast together. There's that dedication to be together, to commune, to to have that family time. Or every Friday night, let's hit some balls. Let's go to the batting cage. I'm going to go with my son. Where's that dedication? Where's that honesty with yourself coming from? So we need that to come from inside. What are your priorities? And that's the same thing as we were talking about before. What are the priorities? If it's your priority to just go to the Chinese market and pick up that chicken fried rice and the fried dumplings every Friday night with your family, you could be making better choices, right? But what's the priority? So do we want to be healthy? Do we want to stay committed to our religion? Do we want to, that is that family time. Every Sunday we all meet at 5 o'clock at grandma's house for dinner to commune. Like, it's just that dedication. At the end of the day, what are your priorities? And that could be different for everybody. Your values and your standards that you hold inside of yourself.
I don't know about you, but the more you talk about food, I'm gonna start prioritizing eating, and so
I was waiting for that.
one track mind over here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna repeat it though. At the end of the day, just ask yourself why did you start? You know, and that should really be the only motivation that you need to get back on track. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest about it, and I'm sure you are very honest about it too with everybody else. You know, there are plenty of days where I also lack the motivation to get through a workout or even work out. Like, we're both human. We do it. It happens to us too. We work long hours. You know, some days we are affected by the lack of sunlight, you know, or any other reason, just lack of sleep in general. I mean, you only get 4 to 6 hours of sleep if we're lucky. But, you know, yeah, there are going to be times where we lack that motivation. But, you know, what I find from people is that they feel like they have to have the best performance. Like, they have to set PRs every time they come to the gym. Like, no, that's not realistic, you know. One
What do
thing to
we
keep
always say to
yourself,
everybody?
yeah.
We want you to be feeling better than when you came in, right? We want you to leave feeling better than when you came in.
But really also, you know, it's not about having your best performance every time you come here, setting a PR, whatever it is. You know, it's also, you know, giving your best effort. So giving your best effort and having your best performance are not one and the same. But sometimes giving your best effort for that given day may be just getting to the gym, and that's all you really need to do to stay on track. So
And we
just
have
keep that in mind if you're having
people
problems staying
here
motivated.